And we are back. What's going on, everybody? I hope everybody is good out there. How y'all doing? You already know what's up. James, light skin, Shishi, and we back at it again. You already know, man. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You already know, man. Go tap into the SMS list, man, to get join the Real 100% community. And you already know what's up, man. So we back at it again.
One time for the one time.
Yeah, excuse me, everybody. What's going on, B? How you been? Well, I already know how you been, but let the people know what's been going on with.
I've been great.
Yeah, been having a good one. It's a good weekend.
Yeah,
Good week actually.
we were productive.
Yeah, it really was.
You know,
we got a lot done. A lot of things accomplished.
Went on some outings, did some stuff, and
I guess it would say out of our. I want to say
out of the ordinary.
There you go. Out of the ordinary.
It was
a lot of normal things that we normally don't do.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really go out like that. No.
Not distance.
I don't like driving.
We have like a 20-minute radius that we go through.
Yeah. It was fun though. All with family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kicking with family.
We should do it again.
Yeah, went out a couple of, well, it was more, I don't want to say out. It was more like gathering at a family member's house. And the other time we did go out with my brother, but
yeah, it's still outed. And out of our radius. Not
at somebody's house. That's not really an outing, I don't think.
I mean, we came outside the house.
I mean, yeah, but that wasn't like we went out. Like when we went out with my brother, that was like out, I guess.
Okay.
Because it was like a establishment that we went
with
to.
With a bunch of people you don't know?
Yeah. And alcohol and food and a whole bunch of scattered ass.
Scattered ass everywhere.
Scattered ass everywhere.
It was ass and stomachs. and more mature folks trying to be young.
But shout out to the establishment. It was very nice. It was very.
Do you remember their name? This is a test.
So for those who don't know, it was in Detroit. It's on Livernois.
What's the name?
And the place is called.
You need a hint? You need a hint? I got a hint.
Good Times.
Oh, damn it, I was about to sing the Good Time lyrics to you.
Good Times, yeah, Good Times. You know what I'm saying? That's a dope spot. So that was our first time. Well, I had been there before, but it was like
my first time.
It was in the daytime, and we were just getting food.
It wasn't popping like that?
Nah, not even close.
Okay.
But my older brother, we went down there, kicked it with him for a little bit. We went to Belle Isle. For those who don't know, we went on Belle Isle.
I haven't been to Belle Isle in years.
Yeah, that was fun.
Years.
Another gathering. Shit, that would be out. That was like an out.
Those are 2 outings.
Yeah, those 2 were.
Yeah.
The other ones, we went to my brother's crib.
Another brother, not the same brother.
Yeah, younger brother. Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
But Belle Isle, that was dope. Kicked it with some family and friends, pretty much. She would get mad. Light skin.
I did not get mad.
You got a little attitude, Shishi.
You left me.
I went to go.
You left me
across the street.
He didn't tell me where he went. Not saying that I needed your play-by-play, but you literally put the chair down and walked away, and I was just,
sitting there
alone
watching. What was you watching?
I had to put on BMF, but I wasn't interested. But I had to look busy. But it was still cool.
Yeah, good vibes, good time out there. She didn't want to eat nothing. I don't know why.
I did because I wasn't getting up. Like, I understand that they're your people. They're cool and stuff, but I don't really interact with them like that. So, it's not like I'm just about to be getting up, give me a hamburger, bitch. You know what I mean?
I mean, you could have, but I get what you're saying. I understand.
No, I'm just play my role. Hey.
How everybody doing?
Yeah. And keep it cute.
Yeah, and that's right after that. That's when we went to Good Times.
Yeah.
But Good Time was nice. It was really nice. Yeah. Real nice up in there. Real good vibes.
We'll have to look at the menu next time. I didn't really look at it.
Yeah, we said we're going to go back again. We're going to go back up there again and check them out. Because it's a dope establishment, though. You know what I'm saying? We didn't look into
It's like the I don't know. It's like the black version of Hooters.
Who you think so?
Yeah,
Nah.
because but the opposite.
You talking about okay? First, like the
apparel the young ladies wear.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there was cheeks out everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, it was
cheeks and some stomachs.
It was scattered ass.
It was scattered ass.
I wasn't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Nice little scattered ass. You know what I'm saying? Ass everywhere.
I mean, yeah. So many people, I was like, I had to lean over so that scattered ass wouldn't be in my face. So I'm like,
yeah, it was dope. It was pretty cool.
Yeah,
it was definitely a lot of older women there. It was a few young chicks there too, but
yeah, the older outweigh the young.
You can tell the older women are trying to keep up with these young girls, man. Yeah. Like they be out here like with the tightest of the tightest.
Oh my God.
On.
Cellulite everywhere. Not saying that I don't have no cellulite, but it was cellulite everywhere.
Listen, man, it wasn't bad though. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't too bad. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like it was just over the top, but it was classy.
Yeah,
you know, it was nice. I like it was dope.
Yeah, I said it was like the Black Hooters.
I don't know about that.
But the staff, how they're, you know how you have Hooters and you have your Twin Peaks? Mm-hmm. Not saying that the girls looked it bad, but, you know, it just gave me that.
You mean like instead of having the boobies kind of pushed up, it was more just ass out?
Everybody, yeah. Okay. You seen some type of cheek on every waitress.
Yeah. Give people something to look at. Mm-hmm. But it was nice though. It was good outing. You know what I'm saying? Very good outing. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Good Times, man, over there on Illinois. Fire establishment, I give you that.
All right.
Next time you gotta try the food. Yes. What did you have to drink? What was that?
I had a strawberry lemon drop.
How was that?
It was good.
Okay.
It was good.
Was it like heavy on the liquor?
No. I felt it in my knees a little bit. That's always a sign when your knees getting to want to buckle a little bit. But it wasn't where I was like noodly. But I felt the tension.
Okay, that's cool. That's what's up. That's what's up. So yeah, shout out to the fam. Happy Father's Day to everybody. You know, I know it was a few days ago. But
yesterday.
There you go. Happy Father's Day.
Weather-wise, it was a nice Father's Day.
Oh, Real 100%. Yeah, it was. It was real nice. But yeah. Enough about us, I guess. So
let's get this show on the road.
Everything that's been going on, because I feel like it's been like a week since we did a.
It has, but it's okay.
Look at her, got her little fancy little tablet.
I said I'm gonna put it to use.
She got a nice little tablet.
Nice little tablet.
But
so nice little tablet.
Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah, so the first topic. Yeah, go ahead. BET Awards. I didn't watch it. Did you watch it?
I watched a little bit.
I couldn't even. I said I was gonna watch it, but it just never happened.
I watched mainly like some of the clips, I guess.
Yeah, the awards don't do what they used to do for me back in the day.
That's true.
So like if it had came on, I would have watched it. Like if I remembered the day it came on, I would have watched it, but I didn't.
That might be what it is though. Like I don't think a lot of people remember when these award shows be happening, because like back in the day it would be like you would see it on like the actual television. And you wouldn't know, like, okay, BET Awards come on Saturday.
So many commercials for it.
8 o'clock, blase. But, so with social media, it's kind of, everybody's watching so many different things that you might have seen it and don't even remember you seeing it.
Nope.
Yeah. So.
And then cable is so high. Not a lot of people have cable. They have like that high speed internet because, I mean.
Are you talking about like all these different streaming channels?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, but anywho, I seen kind of like the backlash a little bit because Glorilla won the Gospel Award, which is weird. But yeah, it said Glorilla, she made a significant impact at the 2025 BET Awards by winning the Dr. Bobby Jones Best Gospel Inspirational Award for her song Rain Down on Me.
Dr. Bobby Jones.
Which featured Kirk Franklin and Maverick City Music. So a lot of people were they weren't feeling it. And I'm torn. I'm not feeling it. I'm not torn at all. But I don't know, I don't know who the other nominees were.
Could you look it up or no? I see who they were. You ain't gotta do it right now, but go ahead and finish your thing.
But it's just weird to me that Glorilla has a gospel song.
Well, she only got one gospel song.
It does not matter.
I'm saying my point is that one gospel song out of however many contestants that it was had way more of a gospel what's the word I'm looking for? Baby, help me out here. Yeah, more of a variety of gospel songs than just, that one song that Gorilla made. I think just because she's popular. There you go. And then on top of that, the BET Awards.
I'm looking up the nominees, so bear with me.
Nominee, that's what it was. While she doing that, I got a couple of. I'm probably gonna do like one video of some of the people that had issues with it. So let's hop into that real quick. What's his name again?
Dietrich Haddon.
And he from Detroit?
He's from Detroit.
All right, 313, let's go.
The gospel music industry needs an overhaul, period. After last night's show, it's an indicator we just need a complete reset. Like what are we doing? Are we allowing this to happen over and over again and wonder why the gospel music industry is dying? Come on, man. In order to have something different, you have to do something different. So we need people in the room that know gospel music, that's in the trenches of gospel music, that's advocating for the genre as a whole and not one particular person. It's already a small genre. So it's hard for us to watch the Dr. Bobby Jones Gospel Award being given to somebody that's not in our space, right? No disrespect to the artist, but that's not the space she's in. And so it makes it discouraging, disappointing, and it takes the wind out of all of it. And we wonder why gospel music is dying. It's because we're doing things like that. Well, on top of that is we're tired. Nobody will say this, but I will. Of seeing the same people being celebrated year after year. Like there is nobody else in gospel music. Like no one else is working. You cannot just give it to one person as if they're the ones that's keeping it going. No. We're done with that. Last night was a great win for the ratings for BET. I give certain people awards for ratings, but it was not a win for the gospel music industry. We got to do better. So I propose let's start something where we can come together and have someone advocating for the genre that have no other motive and agenda in the room but to elevate the gospel music genre as a whole. That's what I feel.
Just one more.
What's so hilarious is how so many top tier CHH artists are so quick to talk about homosexuality, but they ain't gonna talk about adultery, and they're not gonna talk about the blatant disrespect that's shown to our God. Like the BET Award decided to give the Gospel Award to Glorilla of all people because she decided to do a gimmick and put Kurt Franklin on it, who is suspect to begin with. That's the Gospel Award. Wow. But ain't nobody gonna talk about that. All you big time CHH artists, y'all not gonna talk about that because you don't want to mess up your money. You don't want to mess up your brand.
They look like they got a manufactured home in the background.
BT, whack for that. And I don't even see how y'all can stand for that.
Yeah, so that was one of the big artists that's in gospel has something to say, and one of the, I don't know if he's an artist or not, but he's one that's speaking up for the gospel artists. Like, yo, y'all tripping.
Yeah. Okay. So, the nominees for that award was the song is "A God" is by Common and Pete Rock and featuring Jennifer Hudson. Amen, Pastor Mike Jr. Better Days, Friday. Church's Door, Terry Hunter remix with Yolanda Adams featuring Sir Baptist and Donald Lawrence. Content, Maverick City Music. Deserve to Win, Tamala Man.
Oh, Tamala Man? They crazy.
Faith, Rap City.
What?
Rain Down on Me, Glorilla featuring Kirk Franklin.
If anything, it should have been Tamala Man.
You have Yolanda Adams in there, Tamala Man, Common. I don't know who the other folks there with, but I mean there's more options you would think. I just can't put Again, it could be a gimmick because I can't see myself listening to Glorilla say, slap a little pussy ass nigga in some shell toes and then go to
it is very funny.
Rain down on me.
That you know a lyric.
Get them, Glow. Like how do we get there?
Hey, don't forget Moose Knuckle.
Okay. But you got the gospel award. It's different when a rapper raps and they say some sexual fucked up shit versus a R&B singer, because you gotta kind of be like, wait, did they say what they say? Because it's like a smooth melody. When you rapping, you're literally saying
what it is.
Yeah. And that's who we chose to win. Okay.
That was more of a
that had to be. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That was a popularity thing.
Absolutely, I was. She's
popping right now. She's big. She got big songs. So why not give it to her?
That had to be a lot of the younger generation voting.
If it was really a vote for, we really don't. I don't know how they pick.
Allegedly, how they pick people vote.
To win. But that was like a popularity type thing, and yeah. What's her name?
And Kirk Franklin. How can you go say, yeah, Glorilla, let's do a song together?
My man say he's sus anyway.
Okay. Man, he did come up with the song Stomp. And she said, stomp a little pussy ass nigga in some shell toes.
How long that was?
It don't matter, still a song.
That was ages ago.
Man, that shit came out in the 90s. That was the jam. Yeah. But I just don't know, like, how did we get here? But okay, shout out to them.
Yeah, I mean,
guess
they're trying to blend something that shouldn't be blend.
No,
you know what I'm saying? And I understand even like what the young man was saying about Kirk Franklin. Not for like he's sus anyway or whatever. It's just that they say like how are you into like, okay, I don't want to get too deep into it, but they say like music is what they say is the devil's.
Okay.
Well, what they say?
I don't know. The devil's music.
Something like, not that, but
we've heard stuff where preacher don't want their son listening to all this jazz and entertaining, and I get you.
But they were saying like, I guess with wasn't the devil supposed to be like he was like the most beautiful angel and he can sing or something like that, or
I don't remember what he could do, but I just knew he was He was beautiful.
I might be wrong. I'm not 100% sure. I might be on the right path. So somebody out there to know, man. I'm gonna have to look that up. But yeah let me know, because I know he was the most beautifulest angel, but the world depicts him as this red person with horns.
Horrible image. Yeah.
So that ain't what it's supposed to be. In the book, it say something totally different. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, I guess congratulations or something. I don't.
Nah, fuck that shit.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
I take my congratulations back, niggas.
Right. You did say that at first.
I did, but I was trying to be positive, but I changed my mind.
Trying to be nice.
But yeah, that part. I was trying to be nice.
Yeah, but y'all let us know how y'all think about that whole,
Glorilla winning that. Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
Let's skip to the another type of situation. Clarissa Shields.
Wait, you want to go to that right now?
This involves the BET Awards, so we might as well stick on the same track.
Let's type.
So she was confused, I guess, sort of say, on how Angel Reese won the what is the award called?
I think she got what was it called?
What is her award called? Please hold. It don't say Sportsman of the Year or some Athlete of the Year or some shit like that. So she was confused, and it said that Clarissa Shields is upset that she didn't win the Sportswoman of the Year award at the BET Awards. She congratulated Angela Reese, but expressed confusion about the decision.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And apparently, Angela Reese has been winning multiple years back to back.
Yeah, I think
this is not her first one.
3-4 times, something like that. Something like it's like 3 or 4 times, something like that.
Right. I'm just saying,
she haven't. I mean,
like you keep winning the Best New Artist award.
Yeah, she hasn't really.
And you're not a new artist anymore.
She hasn't really accomplished anything to me besides the national championship. anything else besides that, she hasn't really done anything like what a Carissa Shield has done.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? She got a lot of belts. She might be like pretty much pound for pound best female boxer in the world.
Who do you think will win between her and Layla?
I would pick Carissa Shields.
Would they be in the same weight category? I don't really know nothing about boxing.
I don't think they will. I think Carissa would have to go up some because Ali is taller, so she got a little bit more weight on her. So she would have to probably go up a few pounds, I believe. Don't quote me on that.
Don't quote
me. But if I had to pick, I would pick Carissa Shields, though.
Okay.
You know, so I would take her over any female boxer, for real, for real.
All right, I got you.
You know what I mean? But at first, what she was saying, that is very confusing, but that could be, once again, another popularity win.
She got the votes
for somebody that's that hasn't really accomplished anything in the W, because they say W, so she hasn't really accomplished anything in the W. Her team kind of sucks. And I mean, she do her thing somewhat, but it's not like she
ain't a Michael Jordan.
Nah, I mean she's helping carry the lead, but it's mainly on the back of what's that girl name?
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark, for real. I mean, it's a little bit of her too, and everybody else, but I do think them two coming into the W together did boost a lot for the WNBA. And maybe you know what I'm saying, Caitlin Clark did a lot more, but that shit and that whole ring thing that Angel Reese did, that shot everything through the roof, so
yeah.
Let's not make it seem like that whole motion and that whole taunting to Caitlin Clark didn't boost the WNBA.
Her followers.
Followers, WNBA, because once that happened, that just drew a line in the sand that I believe for white people to root for Caitlin Clark and black people to root for Angel Reese. Now, I know a lot of people say they don't like to say it's a race thing, but it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But far as her winning that award, I don't think that's genuine that she should have won it. It should have went to Carissa Shields for sure. I mean, I seen a picture with like all her belts on the table. Crazy work.
I didn't see that too. I did.
So that should have went to her, and she has the right to understand. Like, yo, being confused, I was like, yo, what?
What the heck?
But she still did congratulate her. Like, okay, cool.
She was sportsmanship.
It's definitely clear to see that, yo, that gorilla shit was a popularity thing, and this Angel Reese is a popularity thing. Like,
for sure.
Angel Reese ain't really, she playing ball, but
cause ain't no way
she out here trying to be in vogue, and you know, she doing it.
Yeah, I don't know, but
but congratulations to her.
Yeah. Sidebar, this is off topic, but we made a bet about the finals, and I thought that Indiana was going to win in Game 5.
That they did.
It's not. The score is tied. So
2-2.
So far, it's not looking.
So, if just a recap, she said that Indiana will win in 6. No, you said 5. You did say 5. That's right.
Yeah.
And I said OKC will win in 7. So just to.
They have a ranking of the win.
Excuse me.
Possibility. Yeah. They had got OKC at 76.7% winning, and Indiana's at 23.
Ooh, he's feeling a little shaky.
Is at 23%? Yes. Like, wow.
Because remind you now, if OKC, if they go to 7, the last game they play is in OKC.
I mean that.
I'm not saying they got a better chance winning at home than winning.
They too. But I see that they last little score that OKC got they shouldn't have got because it was a travel. So we need to run that shit back.
Potato. Scoopsy potato.
I'm just pointing out that they cheated a little bit. He took like 5 steps.
A W is a W.
I understand, but you still cheated to get that W. That's like taking steroids and still winning, but like, I won.
I mean, they did that back in the day. They probably can't get away with that shit now, but.
The steroid scandal.
Oopsie potato.
Okay, anywho. What you got?
So she had Chris Webber on the board, but
talk about him.
I mean, he didn't really. We're just gonna brief through this. He didn't really say anything. I think he was pretty much shooting at everybody that might have said something about him on their podcast or their platform or whatever. And I think my man from 5150, what's his name?
I don't know what that is.
Damn, I can't think of his name. He a comedian, Corey Holcomb.
Okay.
And I guess Corey thought he was taking shots at him. Maybe not. We're not really for sure, but Corey Hogan did say something about the whole situation a little bit. But and Weber came out and said, "Yo, he gonna get the lawyers and shit into this and sue every goddamn body." I'm talking about him.
Apparently.
And his what's going on with him and his situation.
He said, "I did not father a child with that woman."
Mm-hmm. Supposedly,
you the pappy.
We don't know, but shout out to Weber. You know what I'm saying? He is. Well, he not from Michigan. Yes, he is. Well, he went to Michigan. I know that much.
Yeah, timeout king.
Yeah, that timeout in Michigan. But do what you gonna do, Mr. Weber. You know what I'm saying? 5'5", but whatever.
Off the championship for us.
Yeah, that's all we got. Well, we really Michigan State fans.
We is.
Tripping
we
like
is.
that. But
but back in the day, I used to be a Michigan fan. I remember I had to pull over hoodie, and I was in the 6th grade, and I asked my daddy, I was like, "Can you give me a pullover jacket?" And he said, "Yeah," but it wasn't Michigan. But I didn't ask for Michigan, but he came with the Michigan. That starter boy. I kind of want one of those low key,
jacket.
But I don't want to pull it over my head. I'm too mature for that. Ain't nobody got time for that shit.
Yeah, I feel that.
But
we was definitely Michigan State fans. Well, you converted because
I am.
She was with me, so it's like
you
just kind of like the woman just adapts to what's going on with the boyfriend or husband at that time, whatever you want to call it. But
yep.
Take on the role and follow suit.
I was definitely
just thinking about that when we was at Hooters that one time watching that football game.
When Michigan State pulled it out in the last few seconds.
That shit was crazy.
That shit, all the Michigan fans were salty.
That was crazy.
We might not have the best record right now, but we're okay.
Yeah, but that's all we have for that.
I was trying to see where Chris Webber was from, but it's definitely not telling me. It's telling me all the teams he played for, but anyhow, we don't care no more.
It is what it is. So you had what you got now? What you want to do?
So I was watching a WWE documentary.
You actually watched the whole thing?
Yeah, I need something to listen to because the bitches at my job talk too much and they're fucking irritating. They do. Well, not bitches, bitch. Not plural, just one. And I had to tone myself out because I've been with you for so long that in my mind, I just start saying mean stuff like, I wish you just shut the fuck up. And when she talk, I just like, as soon as she got like, and it comes out sometime. So I have to put my earbuds in so I can like, yeah.
Stand.
So it's bad, B. Every day is bad. I'm just praying for a remodel so they can move my desk because I don't want to sit next to her. But anywho, I was watching that. And, they were talking about like how all the stars used to do steroids back in the day, like Hulk Hogan. And then they were talking about another guy what was his name? Something Sheik.
Iron Sheik.
I never heard of him, but they were talking about him. And then I found out how Vince McMahon had all these lawsuits and scandals for him,
You want to wrestle, don't you?
You want to wrestle? You want to be a referee, don't you, baby girl?
This is alleged, I guess.
This ain't alleged.
This is real shit?
I mean, she was on a documentary saying her stuff, so I don't know why
we gonna say alleged to make sure we good because we don't know for sure. But
alleged.
But he was. I didn't see none of this. But I'm guessing you assume that you want to be a referee, don't you?
Yeah. He was swinging them the little dollar signs over them girls. And then it was one lady that she just kept winning the championship. She was a female wrestler. I can't think of her name. But she was one of the victims as well.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So if he's dangling money over their head, right, whatever it may be, and if they accept it,
don't feel bad later.
So is that really Well, I get, but on top of that, though, I guess if you was like HR wise,
Yeah,
you can't be
you
sleeping
can't
with your
do
boss.
that. Yeah, you can't do
or
that.
doing
Or
anything type of sexual with your boss at
no
all.
Monica Lewinsky, no none of that. You know what I mean?
So so in HR words that wouldn't work, but just without the HR part, I guess you can't even really take the HR part. But anyway, if I offer you something, you take it. That ain't my fault, right? You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't get accused or anything, right? You took it.
You shouldn't, but you
not
know,
in the workspace, you can't do that. So let's say if they wasn't in the workspace, that would make a big difference to where like you're not boss over an employee where you offer somebody.
Yeah, this like the.
Not you just a hoe. That's all it is.
Yep.
I'm just tricking now. That's all. I'm the trick and you the hoe. I gave you some money. You accepted it. This is an even value exchange here.
I wish I could find her name, but I could not. But anywho, so she was like
money,
a wrestler, and she kept winning the championship, right? And Vince was tired.
Is this a wrestler that we may know? Is like
no, this is back in the 80s. So, you might know her. I don't know her, but she kept winning and winning, and he was like, it was time for the belt to be passed on.
And she didn't want to do it.
No, yeah. So the referee counted out, and she jumped, and before the count out, but they still was like, ding, 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 no winner. Yeah, she was pissed.
Yeah, I think I remember. I don't know who that is.
I can't find her name.
That would be kind of like how the whole screw job happened to Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels.
What was that?
Because Bret Hart I think he wasn't trying to lose the title or something like that. And Vince McMahon was down at the ring, and Shawn Michaels put him in a sharpshooter, I believe. And it made him seem like he tapped out, but he really didn't.
Listen, he had a scandal going. It say his accuser is probably not this person, Janelle Grant. She said that the woman suing Vince McMahon for sex trafficking and abuse. Sex trafficking and abuse allegedly sent a wrestler mogul a racy text message in which she said she fantasized about being held down and wanted rough sex from him, according to the court. But she said the former employee accused him of forcing her to have sex with him and other company executives during threesome and allegedly defecating on her head.
Damn. What?
Didn't know it was going to say all that. I just was like, wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but this was, I feel like they said it was back in 2024.
Damn. Defecated on her head?
Defecated on her head.
Who else was it? Just him? And who were the other people?
I don't know. It says she works for the WWE between 2019 and 2022. So this is some recent shit. So he's been having scandals since Cash Money Records. But yeah, that's not the person I was talking about, but that was definitely some some tea.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, I mean, we still watch WWE though. I heard you say he might be trying to come back or something like that. Didn't you say that? He trying.
I don't.
I heard that somewhere else. I think he's trying to buy back the WWE.
No, just leave it to Triple H and your daughter, and just go on about your way.
Yeah, man, going off to the sunset.
Just go ahead and collect the check. Catch your residuals.
Yeah. That would be a smart thing to do.
I mean, hello, you've been doing it for. Did you know that? So, like, again, in the documentary, like, his dad didn't take care of him, so he met his dad as a, so you didn't have a dad, you had an abusive stepdad, and you met your daddy, and then your daddy just, like, opened this world to you financially, and then you just be fucking with bitches. Losing your money from lawsuits.
Yeah.
He had so many lawsuits, not off of just like the women, from the whole Hulk Hogan and all that. Yeah, like that's crazy. But okay, don't get me talking about wrestling. We'd be all day.
Oh yeah. What else you got, B?
So the Boeing
787 crash.
Yes. So on June 2nd, the Air India flight carrying 171 people went down shortly after takeoff. The flight was destined for the UK, I heard only one survivor out of all of it, but in this article, it did not say that, but it just said that was offered on the schedule. Wait. No, it said the aircraft took off at approximately 1:39 p.m. and crashed just 5 minutes later, around 1:43, after climbing to an altitude of 625 feet. The plane reportedly made a mayday call shortly after takeoff and lost contact soon after.
Damn. I'm telling you, man, if they're trying to make, so I don't want to say that, but this is definitely what made people somewhat afraid of.
I don't like fucking flying now. I don't like flying our cars, but it said
it's so many damn planes and crash, helicopters.
Funny, not funny, but I heard somebody say all these planes going down beside Spirit.
I did see that too.
I was like, what? And I'm like, that's true. Like, it's not funny about the planes going down, but that little comment.
But all that shit about Spirit.
Yeah.
We holding up strong, baby.
So the casualty numbers wasn't the right one, but it indicated at least 30 people were killed in the crash. Although the total numbers of casualties is still being assessed.
I think this is like the first time a Boeing plane has crashed, I believe.
I think so as well.
Yeah, a Boeing plane has crashed. It's crazy. But yeah, I do have a video of that, but I don't want to show that.
That's fair. So, our condolences to the family and loved ones of the people who lost someone on that
plane,
on that airplane, and to the one survivor, you've been blessed.
5 minutes.
Give your life to God.
5 minutes in.
5 minutes.
I seen 2 videos, one on the outside of the plane and another one with inside of the plane.
I've never actually seen like actual videos or pictures of it. I've heard about it on the news, but I don't remember seeing what like the plane looked like.
Yeah, I seen 2.
Didn't it like land in like a residential area or something like that, or kind of
something like that? Yeah, it was trying to it was bad though. It was real bad.
Okay.
But like you said, our condolences to all the family members and ones that lost someone that was in the crash and everything. So
yes, sir.
Yeah, I know we got to go back a little bit about the BET thing.
Nope, we did that one already.
Yeah, but you forgot about the whole Casanat jump.
Oh, I don't know about that one. That's you.
Yeah, so Casanat at the BET Awards, he was leaving, and I got a video. Let's play the video. Nah, we ain't gonna do all that. So he was leaving, and Wale was walking past him, and he said what up to him, but Wale was playing his Nintendo Switch, and he said what game he was playing. Casanat got in the car, and he doing the streaming. So somebody in the chat said, "Yo, that was Wale," but Casanat, he like, who's Wale? He don't know who Wale is.
Okay.
Casanat like 20-something years old. He don't know him.
Yeah.
So
understandable.
Wale went back to Casanat and said something in his ear like, "Yo, you making me look like a clown. How you played me when we seen each other." So let me play it so you can see what's going on.
What's the one guy name that had that meme? He was like,
I got the face like,
what's his name?
I don't know. But let me show you.
No. We got to figure out his name. Use our brain.
I don't know who you talking about.
The one guy he used to play for the Lakers, and he had got into it with the one light-skinned guy on Gilbert Arenas' podcast.
Oh, you talking about Nick Young?
Yes.
Okay.
See?
Okay.
See how you gave up for yourself already?
I didn't give up myself. I didn't care.
I care.
I didn't care about
That's what you do that meme. Like, what?
All right. So this was the first interaction. But it's how he did it was kind of. But anyway.
What up, Rusky? You good? What you playing on your Nintendo Switch? Smash. Smash, bro? I'll beat you. Wale? What he do?
That's funny, right? Let's go to the next one. So this is Wale.
That shit making me look crazy right now. I'm just letting you know.
What?
That's making me look crazy. The exchange that we had in the hallway. It's
like, my bad, bro.
They running with it, but we'll talk later.
Yo,
bro.
You came in here all blue.
First.
So what's his name? Kasana, he don't know who Wale is, man. And for Wale to even come up back and approach him like that, I think it's crazy for me. To me, I think it is. I would just let that shit go.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he made him look crazy. He just like, yo, who is that? You know what I'm saying? He didn't probably don't know he a rapper. He probably don't know like
it was a natural
like you got to think
response.
about who is that? I don't know who that is. So I mean, it wouldn't be no different if a young dude that that's famous, I guess, or whatever, or not even famous, and they ask about DMX, but they like 20-something years old. But you got to think about it, young kids do not listen to old music like that. That's our era.
So
most people are listening to like all this people that I can't even give you a clue to who what these kids listen to because I don't know their names.
Absolutely,
you know what
I
I'm saying?
agree.
So I can't even give you a name that these kids listen to nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to think of someone that his generation listens to. I don't even think so. It's weird names that I can't even give you.
What Tyler the Creator?
They're not listening to Tyler the Creator. I don't think so. I think
that could be. I think
maybe our generation may listen.
No, that's their generation.
I guess, but I think his generation listen to like that real, like YN type shit, like the young niggas type shit that we don't listen to.
Or like that. That what's that one guy from Detroit? Damn it, I don't know his name.
See what I'm saying?
But he just got shot at it because he was going to a prom center.
But you see what I'm saying though?
He was like, "Babe, you know you fine, don't you?" What's his name?
You know
okay, anywho. Okay, so before I lose my train of thought,
that would be somebody
response.
maybe that they listen to, but I don't know his name.
Yeah, I don't know his name either.
Or like that. What the hell?
What the hell?
I don't know who that is.
Don't know either.
You know what I'm saying? But I know that part.
It's funny.
but what else does he say that you know? Besides what the hell? You know anything else that he say?
Nope.
You see what I'm saying? What's a Wale song? You know a Wale song?
Bad.
But you might be.
So this is my thing. Like, okay, so like Wale looked this salty with the comeback during another interview with Snoop. He should have just
left it alone. Mm-hmm.
You know, like they had their encounter and it looked like he reached out to him and he was like, "Yo, what's up?" Like, you know, you're greeting, not saying Wale is a fan, but you're greeting a fan.
Y'all greeting each
somebody
other.
who recognizes who you are. Right. Now, I ain't saying Wale is a worse rapper, but he don't have a catalog that I would remember. It's like a young person now seeing Young Jeezy and not know who he is. Everybody know who Young Jeezy is, regardless of the age you are. I think that it's a higher possibility of them knowing who DMX is versus Wale. Like, I mean, he's not that good of a rapper. Or not, I'm saying he's not that good of a rapper. His songs is not that great. That's like, I will put him and Ace Hood in the same category. You won't know who either one of them is. You just know they're a black man with dreads.
I don't know who Ace Hood is.
See?
Oh, Ace Hood.
Yeah.
But I ain't heard from him in so long.
When was the last time we heard from Wale?
Wale haven't dropped in a while, but Wale makes some good songs. I'm not.
Name a song.
I'm not saying like I'm like the biggest Wale fan.
Name a song besides Bad that I just said, because I don't know one. Name a song.
I ain't gonna lie. I was listening to a whole bunch of him a while ago. He had this one song, "I Am the Greatest." I think that's what it's called. He got Muhammad Ali on there. That's a dope song though. Is
that him that had that song where he was like, "Shorty got a big old butt"?
Yeah.
See, that's all I know. I got two songs.
But what I'm saying is, while I'm not a big Wale fan though, so I'm not going to sit here and act like I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a lot of fans of a lot of rap, to be completely honest. But if I had to put him in the category, he's a great rapper, and he do make good songs, and I just think he haven't dropped nothing in a while. I'm not trying to shit on Wale. Like
I'm not either.
You just shit.
I'm not shit.
You did. Shit
I am not.
I think like I can't name none.
When did I shit on him?
But I do like Wale's songs. He reminds me of like a J. Cole almost to me. It's just that J. Cole drop a lot more songs than what Wale do.
Yeah,
if I had to compare them like rap wise and how they rap, I would think him and J. Cole are somewhat on the same level. If not, Wale might be a inch above.
Don't you dare disrespect.
It's,
don't you dare disrespect.
You gotta listen to some of Wale's songs, though.
Don't you dare disrespect. Dreamville.
You gotta listen to some of Wale's
Dreamville.
songs. I'm just saying, you gotta listen to some of his songs. That's all I'm saying.
I can listen to the CD front and back. Ain't no way he gonna be better than J. Cole.
I'm not saying he's better, but I think
you said an inch.
He an inch. Okay. How about this? They're just neck and neck.
No,
they're right there.
No, they're like neck and kneecap. They're not the same.
Wow.
Okay, neck and waist.
But you have not listened to any of Wale's songs.
Okay, you're right. So before I prejudge, which I already did, so ain't no coming back, I might try to listen to a Wale album.
So like, and then I wish I could tell you the best album to listen to. Like,
you don't even know. I can tell you the best album for J. Cole to listen to.
What's the
Forest Hills.
Forest Hills is a good album.
Thank you. Thank you.
That is a good album.
Can't even support Wale.
I can't, but what I'm saying is I wish I had some backup. I'm not gonna because Wale do make some good songs. He got some dope songs. And I wish I could give you an album to listen to. But I can't because I don't know.
The struggle is real.
Listen, man, somebody please.
Help me.
Somebody please.
Help me.
In the comments, yo, please. Give me the best Wale album,
so
she can listen to the album, and then you can, because Forest Hill is a good album.
It's a great album
that you can listen to, and then you can be like, okay, give me your synopsis. Did I say that right?
I don't know, but it goes.
Give me your opinion on like which. I think you're gonna go in.
I'm already biased.
Yeah. You ain't gonna.
J. Cole is your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. Like, no.
I don't know about all that.
In my mind, I'm a rapper. So you see me speak them Glorilla lyrics.
Yeah, you did. You did do that. But
so listen.
I'm not. Yeah, but that interaction, Wale, I think you took that the wrong way. You shouldn't have got salty about it. I think you should just let that shit alone. Let it be what it's gonna be. Young dude, he don't know who you is. I think a little bit the older generation know who you are, man. But these niggas listen to all this, girl, you know you fine shit and whatever the fuck else they listen.
What the hell?
Yeah, that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't even give you none of these other.
Even if I'm not done with you, because that was rude. Even if you tried to compare Wale to somebody, you might could do Big Sean, but Big Sean is still better than Wale. They're like, that's where you get an inch or maybe 2 inches, but definitely not J. Cole.
Yo, you really try, like, listen, I'm just, listen, this is
I'm just stating my opinion.
My issue is that, I have listened to some of his songs. Now, have I listened to like a whole album? No, I have not. And I do like some of his songs. And maybe I do need to go back and check out some of his shit.
You won't.
I do, like, even like a Big Sean and J. Cole and I think they all kind of in the same bunch to me. Like the only person have outpassed everybody is fucking Kendrick Lamar.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
And we give credit when credit.
And I'm not a Drake fan by far. I don't really care for him at all. But he speaks to his audience, which is women. You know
he has a lot of songs, but I won't buy his album.
And he's in like him. Drake and Kendrick, they're in their own separate lanes, but in those lanes that they are in, they are at the top of them. I don't really see nobody else that's really close to them two in their lane at all. So that's J. Cole, and then they're not even. And I still like all the other ones, but them two is they just in their own stratosphere type shit. You know what I mean? So ain't nobody really touching them right now to me, but. Wale, I think he was a little salty. I don't think it should have been a big deal. I mean, you know who know you and who don't.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't even give a fuck what the young boy did. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like that's not my demographic. You know what I'm saying? And on top of it, I ain't really push it out in a little while. You know what I mean? I'm chilling. So
I'm finna look up Wale's last album.
I wouldn't even trip. Wale, it is what it is. I think he really got salty because it's Casanat. And I guess
but why?
He probably feel like he should know who he is because Casanat he's a big streamer. So
he not streaming your music.
No, but I just think because he's a big streamer that I think other famous people believe that other famous people should know them. That's what I think. I could be wrong though, but that's kind of what I get from it. Oh, my nose, boy. You say when his last album came out?
I'm looking while you done your nose so you can edit that part out.
I ain't editing no shit.
His last album came out in 2021.
Oh, damn, Wale.
I think it's called Florin 2. I don't know how to say. But yeah.
2021, dog?
They only show, so he had a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 albums that came out from 2009 to 2021, and only 1, 2, 3, 4 of them with gold.
You trying to shit on me, man?
I am not. I didn't say anything.
With your facial expression, only 1, 2, 3, and 4 win gold.
I'll take it back because he still is successful. But what I'm saying is, one, he's not better than J. Cole.
Like 4 years is crazy though.
You should not expect the younger folks to remember you. You know, your last album was after the pandemic and TikTok had took over, and you did not have no songs that was TikTok popping for folks to know.
Yeah, 4 years is crazy.
Yeah, but okay. Anywho.
But yeah, what else we got?
Tyler Perry movie Straw.
Isn't it? Well, I was going to watch it, but
no, I'm not watching that shit.
Beginning part, I was like, "Fuck this."
See, I didn't even try to do it because I got so many reviews from people saying that it made them cry. I don't want to watch no mother or nobody going through poverty. I know it happens. I don't want to watch you in your struggle. I don't need to, you know what I'm saying? No, it's not for me.
I ain't got to relive that shit.
It's a hard no.
But there's a lot of people that was kind of shitting on Tyler Perry, saying, you know, he be downing black women. In every movie that he do, all the black women are, you know, pretty much ain't shit.
That's not true.
They're going through divorces.
Well, I guess his latest TV show, he got Sisters. Then he got a new TV show called Divorce Sisters. So, I mean, but he did have some good ones because he had Why Did I Get Married 1 and 2. I watched those.
What's the name of the title?
Why Did I Get Married 1 and 2. But all the couples stayed together in 1, and then in 2, yeah, they survived. So it makes you think, so why did you get married? Okay. Diary of a Mad Black Woman. God damn it. You know what? But she wasn't. You know, I'm trying.
Yeah.
No.
So let me let y'all listen to this real quick. Let's hear this real fast.
My favorite part is my second favorite part. Women are so fucking dumb. Yo, I can't even hide
How the fuck did we catch us straight?
Yo, I can't even.
How are we catching us straight in this whole situation?
I can't even hide it, yo.
How are we?
Women are so fucking. The second they left the kitchen.
Okay, all right, that's not nice.
That nigga said the second they left the kitchen.
No, don't tell me what to say. Okay, go ahead, nigga. Tyler Perry is saying, "Yo, y'all, I'm paid out the wazoo. I want to thank all my supporters, the men, yada, 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 but more so, the women who make all of my stuff go number 1. They just did it now with my Netflix movie where I did it again to you bitches.
I got over on y'all again.
In the first 15 minutes, I show you this downtrodden.
Downtrodden.
Yes, and that. So I was going to give him a pass.
And I do have a review on that, but go on.
Because I didn't watch it. So
I didn't watch it either.
So I was going to give him
I
a pass, but then he said, and y'all are going to do it again with my new film, Divorce Sisters. Listen.
I did find that.
Listen. That was a bit much. Wait, no, listen to him.
That's what he said.
Look.
And I appreciate you like you would not
Let
believe.
him cook.
You keep sending everything to #1, including Straw this weekend, so thank you so much.
Thank y'all. And
pretty soon you'll be sending Divorce Sisters to #1, so thank you for that. I really appreciate it.
See?
Thinking back there, how far this?
They did it again.
Y'all some cynical ass motherfuckers.
Y'all gonna send Divorce Sisters to yo. All right, I'm about to start directing.
We out of here.
I got to.
We out of here.
I got to.
I'm going to Freela Avenue.
Yo, pack Tyler Perry the fuck up, please, somebody. Please pack him up.
Come on,
He
man.
ain't
He did
fucking
nothing
fire.
wrong.
All right,
Yeah.
let's continue.
He did nothing wrong.
No, you're right, Mark.
We got one.
It was a cheap plug, but I could live with
Yo,
it.
4 corners. We gonna go to Compton, Newark.
Hey, Mark, you know what? You're right. Let me
Orangeburg.
be open-minded and keep the speech
Yeah, let's
going.
listen to it.
And as we were walking up the beach, I was trying to get under the umbrella because it was hot, and he's jumping and he's falling behind me and jumping and falling. And so I'm about to scoop him up and take him to the beach, and he says to me something that shocked me. He said, "Look, Papa, I'm walking in your footsteps."
All right, hit pause.
This is wild.
I'm on. Let me on. It's my stop. It's my stop.
His son gonna be walking in his footsteps.
You got
At
brand new
what?
type
2 years old, 3 years old?
I didn't even know he had a son.
Right up to that. That boy did not say that
No,
shit.
we playing it again. We playing it again.
That didn't happen.
We playing it again.
That nigga took that Footprints poster that be on everybody's living room, grandmother house,
Man.
and remixed it.
What did it say? The footprints in the sand?
Yeah,
Everybody did have that in their house.
they sure did.
I need to get me one of those.
Including Straw this weekend, so thank you so much for that.
Look, I want y'all to hear. I want y'all to hear another one. Another woman was talking about it besides the Joe Budden podcast. But
Tyler Perry hates black women, and I'm not saying allegedly because the proof is in the pudding. It is becoming more evident that Tyler only sees black women as hardworking, struggling, great victims that, of course, one day are going to be rescued by a blue-collared black man. After watching the trailer of his latest film, Straw, starring Taraji P. Henson, I'm a little offended. And honestly, I'm still recovering from mea culpa. He has managed to make billions of dollars off the backs of black female pain, and I'm sick of it. The media is a huge outlet for the insight of others. I partially blame the media for people's derogatory perspectives about black women worldwide. I'm not talking about the Beyoncés and Oprahs and Kerry Washingtons of the world. I'm talking about normal, everyday black women. It is dangerous to continue to depict us in such a lowbrow manner. Looking at you too, Issa Rae, one of them days, really? Where's our Legally Blonde? Where's our Pretty Woman? Well, maybe not Pretty Woman, but you know what I mean. Even in movies where we should be happy and preppy, like Bring It On, of course we have to be the mean black bully cheerleaders. Do you know what type of message that's sending to everyone else? As a black woman, I am tired of being showcased as a bottom-of-the-barrel human being. Who's gonna tell Tyler Perry that the average black woman is actually thriving now? We pay our bills are paid. Thank you.
yeah, so she sounds like she one of them strong black independent woman.
I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't take her seriously because all I
Big ass
kept seeing
titties.
was titties.
She had them bitches sitting up, didn't she?
Okay, talk about you giving the image to these image of these black women. You doing the same thing with your titties out.
Well, she was saying like struggling down in the. Because when you look, when that movie first come on, she in a slums. Like it looked crazy. It's real bad.
I'm not watching it.
You know what I'm saying? So I understand what she's saying to a certain extent. Like, you know what I'm saying? Why we can't have like a legally blind, a black cast? Like it'll be almost like how Girlfriends was.
Yeah.
Why we can't have a Girlfriends?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Where everybody's successful, everybody's striving, and they going through everyday normal, shit that people go through in relationships and all that shit like that, whatever. But why we don't have a movie where it's like that? where everybody is striving and lawyers and successful. And
we just got to keep showing.
Even in that one movie, it was only, well, I don't remember. So I only remember Janet Jackson being like a lawyer or some shit like that. Or whatever the fuck she was. Wasn't it Janet Jackson?
Why Did I Get Married?
Yeah, but she was the only one that, I mean, was
They were all successful.
I don't remember that.
Tyler Perry was a doctor.
Okay, what was his wife?
She was a lawyer.
Okay.
Janet was a professor.
Okay.
Her husband, I think, was an architect.
All right.
Another couple, they had like, you know.
Okay. They had like, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't remember, but
I
understand what she's saying though, and I understand what Joe Budden is saying too though.
Man, that shit funny. I get it. Like it's like how much. Like I get you trying to like show like some of the struggles that women go through, Black women go through, but I mean,
at some point, my nigga,
I want you to dress up like a woman again and play hello. Like I'm tired. I don't want to see that shit.
Wait, you said you want him to dress up as a woman?
And he need to be Medea.
You wildin'. I don't think you should do that, but that was his moneymaker.
That was his moneymaker. I would rather watch Medea than watch just depressing shit. Like,
but even the Medea was like depressing shit. It was always one of the kids, something going on with one of them, or
no, she was taking in kids and helping.
Why am I taking in kids? Where the fuck is their mamas and daddies at?
Yeah, but it wasn't painted as like they had a struggle, but it wasn't like.
But it was still a struggle.
Not as bad as Straw.
I mean, all of them are struggles related when you think about all his movies. All his movies are some struggle related shit, or the nigga is being the biggest shit bag in the world.
Only one that he had that he wasn't like a struggle was nope, it was a struggle in that shit. Damn. But it's one movie he had with Gabrielle Union where he was rich and he had this fancy wife and he fell in love with the lady who used to clean the building that he worked in, but she was homeless and lived in the car with her daughter. Damn. The fuck?
You start saying
shit.
You heard the part where you live in the car at your door.
As I was talking to you, you know what? Fucking Tyler Perry.
Yeah, man, shit. It's always some struggling shit going on.
And I was gonna watch that Divorced Sisters, but I was like, I knew I wasn't gonna keep up with it, but I was trying to broaden my horizon instead of watching my normal cops and crime and all that other stuff. But I kind of already knew that I wasn't gonna watch it because I'm not really a Tyler Perry fan. I will only watch a certain amount of things, and that was Why Did I Get Married and Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
And I think most women watch that shit, to be honest with you.
Like all his TV shows, like maybe the acting was good on this, but he got the TV show The Oval. The acting is horrible. Ruthless, a whole bunch of people in a cult having sex with, other people, and then the leader of the cult, they call him the highest. Like, you're highest. Like,
what is this? That's not that one show. Okay,
yes.
Okay.
So it's just like I can only take so much of Tyler Perry. So much.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Tyler Perry fan, but I mean, I think I don't watch it. I have watched some of his movies, but I don't like all that shit you talking like.
No.
But I think they on to something for sure.
I mean,
and you pretty much just kind of did it right now, and went down through the movies and everybody's struggling and shit.
Man.
So yeah, I mean, they on to something, man. I mean, it is what it is, but why we can't have some superheroes type shit or whatever? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Make some superhero movies, man. Depict us in a different light besides always struggling and in the slums and why are we getting divorced and divorced women? Like, what the fuck?
Man.
But I don't know. People keep watching this shit though. Like you said, he took that shit to number one. So
you went from sister to divorced sisters,
and that's probably gonna go number one too. That's like you said. So
anywho, all right, on to the next one.
Jello, you got that?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and let's talk about Jello.
So he was at the BET Awards and he was doing an interview with one of the little side interviewers or whatever, and I don't know if him and his girl had some tension going on, but he asked She asked him to give his girl a kiss, and that nigga walked the fuck off. A lot of people are saying that he should have just gave her a kiss and not let people know what's going on, and because it's something to talk about. If he just gave her a kiss, even though he was mad at her, we wouldn't be talking about this.
I don't think that's what it was, though. I just think he wasn't. You can't just be telling me to give my girl a kiss, not just supposed to jump on. Like, it's something like you telling me to jump and I say, how high? I ain't doing that, bitch. That's not what we here for. You know what I'm saying? You here to ask me a couple of questions, take a couple pictures, whatever, and that's it.
She must have said something like, oh, you guys are a cute couple. I'll give her a kiss. Most people, he could have gave her a kiss on the cheek. He could have gave her a kiss on the lip.
You can't just be telling me what to do.
You can't, and I understand that, but you're creating the conversation unless that's what you wanted to do, because, I mean, that's some more, publicity for you.
So I'll show y'all the video of what happened.
All right. There you go. All right, give us a little kiss, a little smooch. A little smooch, a little kiss. Like, I ain't doing you gotta train him a little more.
Yeah, you can't be.
She looked back like, bitch, what?
Yeah, you can't be doing shit like that.
So they were just taking pictures, and you know how most of the time he ain't Russell Wilson. Ain't nobody. He.
Yeah, that's some shit you would think Russell Wilson would do.
Oh, he would definitely.
Yeah.
They just said, give her a kiss, and he'd be like,
it's off. Man.
Don't talk about your mans.
Hey, but he replied back to that though, so I'm gonna let y'all listen to that real quick.
There was a viral clip that went, what was talking about viral? It was a viral clip.
A little smooch, a little kiss. You gotta train him a little more.
So we want to hear your side of the story, man. Why'd you walk away on the red carpet, man, from your piece, man?
I'm doing the interview. I already don't like them weak ass questions. She talking about not kiss. No, how about that? But, like, I ain't tell her, like, pull the lens, come kiss your camera lens. You know? Come from behind the camera and smooch the lens. For real, I just gotta say this, bro. Watch what you asking. Everybody ain't a great reporter. Like, she already was digging for some bullshit.
Yeah.
You ain't about to end it all. You need to train him. You don't want me to get the flaming, you know? Shit, she need to train in general. How about that? But we ain't even coming like that, but everybody want to... I had to get that shit off my chest.
Ooh, what an experience.
There was a viral...
So, yeah.
He said, bitch, don't be telling me what to do.
Yeah, I was saying that whole train you shit, I think, really fucked up.
Yes, that's what she fucked up.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, what you mean?
BT, don't let that hoe back on the red carpet.
But that was, I don't know who the fuck it was, but that was one of them little, what's that shit called? Shade room people?
She still had to get access to go to the BET Awards. That's disrespectful. And now if she just said they would have said that to him to train her, it'd have been like, what? Train.
Yeah, to clutch your pearls and shit. Yeah.
My God.
You can't train.
You know what I mean?
What they say, I am not a dog.
I'm not a dog.
That'd be the first thing a girl to say too. You need to train her. I am not a dog. So that would have been the same thing. Like, yeah, but he responded to it, I think. Yeah.
That shit was funny. Appreciate your response.
Yeah, I would have said the same damn thing. Like, yeah, bitch, you got me fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, something like somebody tell you to jump, you saying how high. Like, you telling me to do some shit on command.
Now, if the interview had been a lot better, because he said she was already asking some out of pocket, he might have gave his girl a kiss. But you done fucked around and tried to dig some stuff, his words, and got on my goddamn nerves. And now you want me to kiss my girl? You. Yeah. Going inside to my seat. I got a show to watch, bitch. I see you on outside.
Yeah. So I mean, he answered it. He gave his thoughts about it. But yeah, shout out to Jello though, man. Shout out to Mello. Shout out to Lonzo, man.
Sure.
And all the Ball brothers and they pops, man. So
yes, sir.
That's all I had on that.
Next topic.
What you got?
We got Kendrick Lamar.
Now, he was in the D like a couple days ago.
Running in the D. Him and SZA had a concert back out here. Wish we could have went, but
Yeah,
we remember, forgotten to say. Yeah, we got to be responsible sometimes. And I don't care who it is. I'm not paying a lot of money for some tickets. But apparently SZA was here and Kendrick Lamar and SZA was here. But before the Before the concert, he went for a little jog on the Detroit River Walk.
Yeah, they say he like to run every morning or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
That's what's up. And then he interacted with a little 3-year-old.
Yeah.
And the mom didn't know who that was at that time. And, you know.
We got a video. I'm going to show y'all the video real quick.
Must be his security behind him.
Mm-hmm.
He's so funny.
Got the Detroit princess in the background.
He don't care. He don't care.
Running with Kendrick Lamar. It's crazy. She didn't even know who it was. Yeah, that was pretty. That was pretty fire. That was pretty fire right there.
Yeah, I agree. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar's sister.
Yeah, shout out to Detroit.
You know what it is.
313.
All day.
But yeah, that's all we had though, man. For Kendrick Lamar, that was pretty dope. I just thought it pretty fly.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Yeah.
For this
salute to Kendrick.
Lovely.
What? Lovely what?
I said this all I had.
Oh.
I don't have any more topics, so it's all you, baby.
Oh. But that's all we got, though, ain't it? Oh no. Oh, DeMarcus. Well, go ahead.
Last topic that we can talk about.
Which one?
Chris Brown.
What?
Sucking face with a fan.
Oh yeah.
At his concert.
Well, she didn't kiss back though.
I know, but what if she would have?
I mean, she would just kiss back. That's all.
That's nasty. You don't kiss a random. That's how you get mono.
Who you mean like first like Jake? What's that nigga name?
Chris Brown just kissing a random person.
Hey, man, these hoes be alright. Well, she didn't kiss back, so but I do get what you're saying.
But you still let her put your lips on you.
I mean, yeah.
Anytime you get called up to the stage, prepare for some strange things to happen.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
That's just like I was at work and I was telling people about I was so tired of seeing goddamn Usher with these fucking cherries.
I seen another video with that same thing.
Then you try to pull me up, just slap them goddamn cherries out your hand. Don't come at me with that shit.
It was a girl that was licking the shit out them damn cherries.
No,
that was like balls and shit.
You know, balls are enjoyable, but not everybody need to see that. I needed you to say something afterwards so it wouldn't be that awkward silence. And you just sat there.
Yeah, I was looking like, whoa.
Listen.
Like, yo.
That reminds me.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, shit, let's cut the
Stop.
Cut the tape. Let's wrap this shit on up, man.
Listen, that reminds me. I had seen something on social media.
Wrap this bitch up right now.
Oh my God. When they were talking about sexual kinks. We listen and we don't judge. Mm-hmm. And they put in the comment. Mm-hmm. The first person said, I like the spit in my mouth.
Oh, okay. I remember you telling me this before. Yeah.
Ew.
Mm-hmm.
Another person said, I have an obsession with balls.
She did, yeah.
There you go. Another person said, I once accepted a golden shower and I was for sure turned on. Been an advocate for R. Kelly since then.
Yeah, that's crazy. But that's it.
That's it. That's all I got.
So that's what was the first how did that start off?
It started off that somebody made a post and they said sexual kinks.
Okay.
We listen and we don't judge.
Okay. And one of the kinks was getting spit. Somebody, I guess, getting spit in the mouth or something like that.
Yep. It was a lot, but I could only, you know.
Your top three. So, yeah. So, what would be y'all's sexual kink? And, you know, we talked about this for a hot little minute. And I think everybody has a sexual kink to a certain extent. Or if it's not a kink, I think it's more of like, it's just when you're doing whatever you're doing, you're just in that moment. So I just think people just be thinking whatever they're thinking and they just do it. Whatever that is they're going to do, they're going to do it. Now, that golden shower shit, I think that is a little bit to the extreme. Because if you're pissing on somebody, you got to be in the shower doing something. Like, you can't just be in the middle of the bed just pissing. Like, you got to prepare for something. And we
having sex and smelling urine at the same time.
See, but that's...
What's worse, the spit in the mouth or the golden shower?
The golden shower.
That's true.
Yeah, like the spit. Cause even if you spit in somebody's mouth, that person that you have been dealing with, that you doing that to, y'all swap spit every time y'all kiss.
It's different when you hack to her.
I get what you're saying, but you're still swapping spit when y'all kiss, tongue kiss. Just imagine, like, he might have ate your box, you kissed him, you might have sucked his dick, y'all kissed each other. You know what I'm saying? So all in the moment is gonna all just be nasty. The extreme is that pissing thing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta prepare for pissing. I feel like that's something you gotta prepare for, because now that I'm thinking about it even more, you better have drunk so much water that I don't smell pee. Or that person that you shouldn't smell pee. Like, you gotta be clear stream going on type shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if that's what they're doing, it gotta be it gotta look like water. I don't want to see no yellow shit.
That's
you know what I'm saying? And then you gotta put paper down. Or
you gotta get a towel and shit.
Yeah,
that's
nasty.
nasty.
You can't just be getting up, just pissing on me. That's like porno type stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I think we do get, for people who do watch pornos. Now, I understand you can learn some shit from porno, like different things, whatever, like that, how to do different moves, whatever. But it's just certain shit like, yo, you're not doing that.
It's not realistic.
You're not doing that at the crib. Like, no, that pee and shit, you ain't doing shit like that. Like, that shit is out the. That's different. The spitting, I can see that may happen in doing sex. Balls, I think girls do that shit anyway. That's just what girls do. Some girls like it, some girls don't. Some niggas like it, some niggas don't. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, everybody got some type of kink that they want to or do or try or fantasize about. So
get you.
Some people might not. I don't really know, but I'm just assuming that most people have some type of fantasy or kink or some shit like that. What you think?
I agree.
Would you let me spit in your mouth?
No.
That's what you say now. See, you can't ask there. That's another thing. I might be in the wrong for even asking you that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm glad you didn't answer that, though. Because I wouldn't want you to answer that.
I did answer it.
But you did, but...
Okay, I get. Okay.
You did. So, like, even with your woman, your girl, your wife, whatever, I think we done all heard this a million times in our life. You want your woman to be a lady in the street, and you want your woman to be your freak, slut, whatever you want to call her in the shit. You want her to do all this shit in pornos behind closed doors. I think every nigga want that for the most part from his woman.
Yes, sir.
And some. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and some. You might want another little pussy here and there.
Okay, we're going too deep into it.
I'm saying, like, not on some cheating type shit.
Yeah,
like,
I understand.
If it was discussed, like, yo, baby, can we do this and that? Third, let's try to do something like this. That'd be dope. But yeah, I get what you're saying, though. Anyway, Chris Brown gets it over.
I mean, we have taken it far.
We forgot about we so bad. Because everything is so scattered on this. We need a bigger.
No, we were good.
No, we need a bigger. What's the name? The MTV VJ.
Oh, Amanda Lewis passed away. She was an MTV VJ back in the 90s and 2000s. She's did it for a long time. She unfortunately passed away from breast cancer.
Yeah, at the age of 52.
Yeah. She looked good for her age. So, yeah.
She really did. She looked good as hell.
Yeah, she was a pretty girl.
Yeah, she did. I didn't know.
All through young and old. Like, you know how some people just don't age hard? She was one of those. So.
She didn't age bad at all.
Yeah.
So I didn't know I thought she was like 30 something.
Yeah, but it makes sense because when she came out, we were young. So why wouldn't she age? Just us?
That's
you
true.
know what I mean? But
True that.
You know, our condolences to her family, and that was unfortunate.
That dude, and then what else we got? The Ashton Hall. What's his name?
You do. That's your
Ashton
thing.
Hall. What's that dude's name?
Lost to Speed.
Yeah, Speed. So the streamer Speed and Ashton. The viral sensation Ashton Hall. Is his name Ashton?
Yes, it's Ashton. I looked them up.
The guy that do all the dumping his face in water and the banana on the face and running and shit.
Banana on the face?
Yeah, banana peel.
What?
Him and Speed raced a few days ago, and Speed beat him like 4 times.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? They had it on camera. My man was a little salty about it. They raced again, salty about it, raced again. But
just take the L.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't race you just raced the. I mean, it doesn't matter if you raced it 4 times and you still lost the first one. You still lost.
Yeah.
Because by the second time, I'm a little tired.
I don't want to race no more.
But then I still kicked your ass 3 more times after the first one. I mean, come on, Wale.
You gonna cut that shit out. She gonna cut that shit out. You gonna put some respect on Wale's name for real.
He's good. He's just not J. Cole.
All right, man. But shout out for Speed for beating Aaron Hall. That's an Aaron Hall.
Not the singer. Ashton Hall.
Shout out to them for doing what they did, man. Viral moment, pretty dope. I think Ashton Hall kind of came back and regrouped, like, you know what? I'm good. And Speed in that moment though, he called him a fraud, all type of shit.
You be doing all this fast running with your vest on and the dog and shit. And
yeah, you ain't about that, nigga.
Yeah.
That nigga fast as hell. That Speed dude, he be trying to race everybody.
I mean,
I think he was trying to race the one dude to play football. I can't think of his name, but they never did though. But
what team did he play for? This football player.
He used to play for the Chiefs. He was a wide receiver, but he ended up leaving to go to. The Dolphins, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Short dude, he got pulled over by the police one time before a game. Why I can't think of this dude's name right now?
I don't know.
He got champion though. He used to play for the Kansas City Chiefs. He should have stayed there, but he ended up leaving. But anyway, him. I think they called him Cat or some shit like that. I don't know the nigga name. But anyway, shout out to Speed though, man, for whooping my man ass. And then the last little thing we had, DeMarcus Cousins got into an altercation at a game. Let me show y'all the video of that. Yeah.
Wow. You need to be kicked out. You grabbed your nuts and put your nut finger in my face.
I think he got suspended for like the entire season.
Absolutely.
See what league is he playing in?
I was about to say, is this the Big 3?
Might be. I'm not for sure.
I don't really like DeMarcus Cousins, but whatever.
He might be overseas or some shit like that.
It's a current team, United States of America.
Did he overseas? Look up like DeMarcus Cousins altercation, I guess. It's like some overseas. Look at this. They threw water on him. Now he really tripping.
As they should. So it's a DeMarcus Cousins is currently playing for the Taiwan Beer Leopards in the T1 League in Taiwan after his contract with Giovanna Mets in Puerto Rico. So he definitely doing overseas. First of all, if they overseas, you probably don't even know what the motherfucker's saying to you.
I don't know what the fuck they're saying right now.
Policia, I heard that part.
What that mean?
They calling him Popo.
Motherfucker know about Popo.
That's all you need to say, Policia, and that's it.
But yeah, that was DeMarcus Cousins getting into an altercation with one of the fans. And I believe he got suspended for the entire season.
As he should. I don't care what the fan did. Like, you know they're going to talk shit. You know how many times they talk shit to LeBron? What LeBron do? Get you escorted off the stage. That's all you had to do.
Mm-hmm.
Play your card. But you deep nut grabbed and pointed that same finger in my face.
Yeah.
I'm the fan. I'm trying to beat your ass too. I might not be successful, but I'm going to try.
Yeah, but I think that's all we have for that. And we had one more thing for like the LA riots. That's what it was. The LA shit. So this is a video I'm gonna show y'all real quick.
Someone asked me if I support the protests that are going on in LA. I 100% do. Please keep going. Burn down your own backyard if you must. You know why? Because this right here is the greatest campaign ad that this side never had to pay for. Y'all motherfuckers out there in Los Angeles throwing a full-blown fucking tantrum. Like y'all just crawled out the Rio Grande, screaming death to America, in a country that gave you the fucking freedom to do that shit. You were born at Kaiser Permanente in Burbank. Stop it. You ain't El Chapo, you're Chris from Pasadena. You ain't cartel born. You were Target born with a Costco membership by age 5. Half you motherfuckers protesting ain't even Mexican. You're American with Mexican heritage and a tattoo of the Virgin Mary you got on a Vegas bender. Don't get it twisted. I respect the heritage. But flying a foreign flag while shitting on the country that gave you the fucking freedom to do it, that's not pride. You don't even go to fucking Mexico unless it's for spring break in Cancun with a passport you got from the U.S. government. And you won't go live there. Why? Because you like your DoorDash, your 7-Elevens, your air conditioning, and your freedom to scream dumb shit without a cartel rolling up on your motherfucking ass. And let's be honest, ain't nobody screaming death to Mexico while flying an American flag through Guadalajara. You know why? Because that's how you end up in a back alley, starring in Cartel TikTok Season 3. Meanwhile, the rest of America is sitting back watching you block freeways during rush hour, destroying businesses, wearing $300 fucking Jordans, screaming about injustice in the city with the most social programs and diversity hires in the fucking country. Y'all are the political version of throwing a Molotov cocktail at a fucking Prius because you're mad about gas prices. So listen, I'm not mad you're passionate. I'm mad you're dumb. And your dumbass behavior is helping the other side more than a Trump rally in Texas with free brisket. Every time y'all riot, loot, tearing up your own shit, you're just birthing another red voter. So yeah, I support the protest. Keep fucking going. Keep flying flags of countries you ain't got the fucking balls to move to. And shitting on the system that literally gives you the right to shit on it.
That's crazy. Did he ever say that so beautifully?
He said it so good.
Like, I was seeing a couple of videos where people was actually waving the Mexican flag. But in America.
I mean,
and these are, I think people forgetting that they're trying to get rid of the illegal immigrants, right? So let's just say, I don't know if all of them are illegal. I'm assuming some of them are, some of them ain't. It's a mixture.
I hope you're not out there protesting if you're illegal.
I'm pretty sure they probably are.
That's crazy.
Like, I think they're just stupid. But if you're out there protesting against people that's illegally here and they're trying to get them to go back to Mexico, and then you got the ones, let's say the proud ones that's here, that's waving a flag to a country that they don't want to go back to, is crazy. But you're still here doing the exact, like, what he said was, like, he said it so beautifully that I don't even want to fuck it up.
Listen, he definitely was on point with it. I just don't understand what's the point of, like, I get the whole protesting, but why are we?
Like, I don't understand. I don't get the protest.
I mean, because, like, your freedom of speech. Now, if you're gonna protest in a normal way, but all the videos I seen, y'all throwing rock, yeah, and then you gonna be asking other people for help to fix up the shit that you tore up.
That's definitely true. And who paying for all that shit? Taxpayers. So motherfuckers should
the
really
same people that
should be pissed
that you tearing up, they gonna hire somebody off papers to fix some shit up for a lower amount.
Yeah, we trying to send y'all ass back to where y'all came from.
Listen, I'm a fan of coming to this country, but make sure you do it the right way so you won't have to be in this situation to where you possibly get deported.
Yeah. And they say, like, I think the whole time when they was doing the presidential oration and everything, they were saying how many illegals have already been here, or how many illegals have came over here to the United States.
I mean, it's many it's many.
So you can't be mad for, him.
Somebody not wanting you over here illegally.
Right. If you here illegally, it would be no different if we was in Mexico and we was over there illegally.
Yeah.
Illegally, y'all want us to get the fuck out too.
Yeah, or if you went to London and tried to become a resident. No, they want you to do the proper stuff to do to get, to be a citizen. You can have a dual citizenship. You just, have to do what you got to do. You got to go through the trenches to get it done.
Got to go through the processes and be over here the right way. But y'all tearing up shit, all the videos I've seen, blowing up things, cars
tearing up local businesses, is trying to provide for the community, and you messing stuff up. Well, how does that make sense?
Waving the flag in the United States, like my man said, is giving you the liberties to do the stupid shit that y'all doing.
But then you do it and you covering your face. No. Yeah. What's the point?
Yeah.
At this point, it's just vandalism. It's not a protest. It's vandalism.
Yeah, right on point. That's some Real 100 shit. But he said that shit so smooth and so cold. And like, yeah, I'm for it, but they doing dumb shit. They being stupid. But like you said, man, We're going to let that one ride.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to wrap this one up.
Mm-hmm.
You got anything else you want to say to the people?
No, I don't.
Shout out to Wale, man. I appreciate you, bro. Somebody please give me a
Wale album.
A good Wale album.
A song besides the two we named.
A Wale album that she can listen to all the way through. Don't be biased. Listen to it and like all the way through, and then give your opinion on the Wale compared to Forest Hill Drive.
Forest Hill Drive.
Is that what it's called? Forest Hills?
Just Forest Hills. You said Forest Hill Drive.
Ain't it Forest Hill Drive though?
No, it's just Forest Hills.
You sure? Wasn't it like a drive? Most streets are like a drive or don't it? It's like a Forest Hill Drive.
It's just Forest Hills, but I understand.
Yeah, whatever.
The confusion. But,
anyway, man, we appreciate y'all for rocking with us. We appreciate y'all for tuning in and kicking it with light skin Shishi and me. The Real 100%. And as always, we say over here on this side of the internet,
be safe, be honest, be real.
100. Peace.
Dreamville.